the presentation. All right. So in today's presentation, we would like to introduce the doctoral study program at FIS by program guarantors who are here and by our current students. Also, we would like to introduce Doctoral Hub, which is a new community supporting doctoral students. And if we have time, also I would like to introduce how does it look like admission procedure and briefly describe the doctoral studies. And at the end, you will have time for, or we will have time for your questions. So now I would like to ask the guarantor to say something about our 3 doctoral programs. We will start with Applied Informatics.
Okay, so my name is Wojciech Svátek. Can you hear me well from while sitting here, or should I go somewhere to the microphone? Can please somebody check? I suppose should switch on?
We can hear you. We can hear
Okay, perfect. So Applied Informatics is traditionally the largest program. There are 4 departments that are involved, and here you can see the scope of the thesis is quite broad, from pretty technological thesis and research, also including some management topics and social aspects of information systems. And lots of students are involved in collaborative projects. So please, next slide. The projects are really important for us, and here is a selection of international projects where PhD students have been involved in the last couple of years. And if you just check the words, the technical terms that appear in the titles of the projects, you can see that most of them have some focus on knowledge graphs, ontologies, explainable AI. There's actually AI is not explicitly mentioned in some titles, but it should be emphasized that all of them now include some sort of AI, large language models, or nearly all feature this topic. If you were interested, and if you're interested in more detail or in details of some projects, definitely we can discuss it in the QA session. Please, next slide, if there's any. Yeah, and so the last slide is an overview of a recently defended PhD thesis. So you can see again here that there are some typical keywords like machine learning, data mining, also linked data, but also some topics related to software development or web engineering, and also some business-related topics like also some applied research like in facility management and so on. Yeah, and that's probably all as the most important things. The last slide concerns some study subjects, but for me personally, and probably also for most supervisors, the most important thing is relevant, interesting, and society relevant topics of the thesis and the projects from which the research can be funded, and also the personality of supervisors who mentor the PhD students. But also there is some support from study subject courses, which should not be really courses in the sense of learning a lot, studying lots of books for exams, but rather supporting PhD students on that journey by methodological skills and relevant knowledge. So there is, and it's quite flexible actually. The student can choose the subject which are most relevant for what they are researching on. That's all from me.
Thank you, Professor Svátek. And now we have program Econometrics and Operation Research. So please, to take the floor?
Okay, I can say a pair of words. So we are two representatives of this program here, Professor Jablonski and myself. I'm Michael. So clearly, applied informatics is the largest program, but econometrics and operations research is undoubtedly the most exciting and the most sexy program of the three. Everybody agrees here. That's clear. Yeah. We seek for people with strong background in applied mathematics, probability theory and statistics, optimization and programming, and we are integrating all these tools for research, both in theory, but maybe for you would be more interesting those applied theses, which vary across a lot of topics in economics and are also other social sciences. Maybe we can go to the next slide to show a pair of examples. One such example, one thesis which is about to be, as I believe, about to be defended, is about what we can infer about people's and the rationality of people's behavior from data that are collected in computer games played online. So this is a kind of I don't know if it's econometrics, but it's a behavior thing. We have had a pair of theses on financial econometrics, namely high frequency financial data. We have a good tradition in efficiency analysis. So, for example, one of our defended theses was about efficiency analysis of banking. In particular, it was a very interesting sector of microloans in efficiency of microloan institutions in the poorest regions of Africa. And for example, one nice topic that we are working on is sports statistics. So currently, for example, my current research project is about dynamic rankings and ratings, and we are now conducting some kind of research on how to design good rating systems in sports. Something like, for example, you might know the ELO system, in order to guarantee that the rating systems for players of those sports designed by us have good, desirable statistical properties. For example, that they could be used as unbiased pricing tools for players of various sports. So these are a pair of examples. We have another slide. So here you can see a pair of, it's written in Czech, so dynamic model of ranking and scoring. That's what I've been talking about. Dynamic score-driven models in extreme value theory. That's a kind of research in economic time series. And the third one, that's basically very theoretical topic on operations research, on optimization. That's it. Thank you for your attention.
There's also subject which you can describe.
Yeah. So if you enroll, so there is a pair of, I don't know, like 4 or 5 courses that you have to pass, but I think it's not the essential thing. The essential thing is good research project.
Thank you. And now I would like to ask Professor Marek to give us some information about program of statistics. We can hear you.
Microphone.
Please turn on the microphone. We can hear you still.
I hear you, but I'm afraid that my microphone.
Maybe I try the volume up.
Sorry.
Now, please try it.
Yes. Do you hear me?
No, it's not good.
I'm very sorry, but I have bad connection.
So never mind. I take the floor to program statistics. As you see, you can study on program statistic in 3 departments, which is statistic and probability, Department of Economic and Statistic, and Department of Demography. On the next slides, you can see which topic you can choose in English taught program of statistics. We have supervisor. We have 3 supervisor which offer, as you can see, statistical analysis of interval sensor data, regression models from sensor data, robust model, and their application in statistical modeling. The other supervisor offer statistical modeling of labor, mobility, and its determinants, statistical analysis of effects of motherhood on women's labor supply, and so on. And the third supervisor offer input, output accounts, development, and extensions. But this is a list of this topic which you can choose, but also you can choose your own topic and go with your own topic to this supervisor in English taught program. Also, if you choose Czech taught program, you can choose from the first or most number of the supervisor, which you can see below. On the next slide, so we have some examples of recent different theses of statistics. As you can see, so somebody in Czech taught programs can writing also in English their dissertation thesis. And also it's not a problem if somebody wrote in their native language. But if you are in English taught program, we suppose that you write in English. And what are current dissertation theses? As you can see, maybe I skip because it's not my cup of coffee. And on the next slides, I can introduce how does it look like the subject which you need to choose. So you need to pass 5 subjects. That means that you need to choose 4 mandatory subjects and some elective subject, 1 up to 3 subject. It's up to you. But you need to pass 5 subjects. And now I would like to take the floor to Honza to say something about Doctoral Hub.
I'll probably move over here because it's strange to talk with my back turned towards the ones in the room. So very quickly, okay, from what you've heard so far, I think it was obvious that the term doctoral studies is not very fitting. We think of you all as early career researchers. That's the term that is being promoted nowadays across the board, across the many universities. You've seen that there is not too many subjects to pass, not many compulsory subjects, at least to begin with. And therefore, I would say the user experience, to use the modern word, the user experience in the doctoral studies is quite different from what you're accustomed to from the master's level. And we've noticed that many of the PhD students struggle with this clash of the anticipation and the reality, because yeah, you do not get to study and get round with the other students. You don't have a regular class of your own, not in the sense of the usual master's programs anyway. And we felt like we should make up for it somehow. And that this was the core idea why this new Doctoral Hub was started. It's a new initiative that only started a couple of months ago, really, in January this year. And we're designing some of the things on the fly, but there's going to be, okay, can move on to the next slide. A lot of activities, which I think have one common denominator, and that's trying to bring the people together as much as possible. And now the thing is, I said you don't have a class of your own as such, because right now in the first year of the PhD studies across all 6 faculties of this university, we've got 36 doctoral students in the first year in the full-time regime across all 6 faculties, and about 14 or 16 of them in the combined form of studies. We'll get to it later on shortly. And we felt like this actually is a nice class size by the standards of the master's programs, etc. So our aim of the Doctoral Hub, one of the aims anyway, is to try and bring you all together in some of these activities and get to know the other first graders, if you enroll, the other first graders from the different faculties, and share your ideas, your expectations, perhaps your frustrations, but also your successes, obviously, and also a glass of beer from time to time. That's what happens in the Czech Republic a lot, you know. So that's the core idea. You can see some other activities. We're just starting a new mentoring program. We're going to have some rather informal educational activities geared towards either specific methodology problems like discussion sessions, Q&A sessions, things like that, but also some things devoted to things like academic writing, project management, writing a project proposal, discussing strategies for a peer review process, and all these things that will become relevant if you become a full-fledged early career researcher later on. So that's these ideas. Yeah, and on and on and on. But mostly, like I said, for me, the primary sort of an umbrella goal is to get you all together, get to know the other people, and build a vibrant community of PhD students. The first noteworthy mention, the thing I would like you to all attend if you enroll at this university, whatever program, is the PhD Welcome Day. We've had the first round of it in October last year, and I think that we can call it a success. Those of you that were here will undoubtedly agree with me. So yeah, this is the first thing that will happen if you enroll. We'll have the PhD Welcome Day in October, where hopefully you will meet a lot of the other first grade doctoral students. We also are going to have some senior students that will attend and share their experience and perhaps offer their services as mentors for the younger students here. And you'll get to know some of the program supervisors and yeah, PhD supervisors too. So that's the idea. So make sure that you don't miss this opportunity if you enroll, and hopefully see you all in October at latest. That's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So now is the time for explain you the admission procedure in a brief. So as you see, we have 3 times per year admission procedure. That means in winter semester, you can apply in the first or in the second round. and you will be students from the September. If you apply for the summer semester, you will be students from the half of the February. Each of the rounds are alternative dates, but you have only opportunity to make admission procedure later. For example, in the first round, the admission interview is in June, but if you apply later, you will have admission interview in September. Now I would like to explain you how to proceed the application or application admission process. At the first, it's very important to choose a topic and supervisor before or during you apply. Topics are set by supervisor. You can find this list of the topic and supervisor at our faculty webpage. But also you can suggest your own topic. But please remember that it's very important to discuss your topic with your potential supervisor in advance, during or before you create an application. After you will create an application, please fill in our mandatory details. And after, you need to upload or prepare your mandatory documents. These documents are one attachment, which is in the application form. And these documents confirm that you didn't have, or at the moment, you don't have any PhD studies. So you will find this document in the application form only signed or and fill in. The second mandatory document is structure professional CV. And how does it look like is up to you. Only please upload this document to application form. Also submit your dissertation proposal and how should be long. It's according the program requirement, which is mentioned on faculty webpage. Econometric and statistics have, in my opinion, 1 to 2 page, and applied informatics have, I think, 5 page. Yes, 5 page. And the last very important document is your diploma. If you graduate from a Czech accredited school, please upload certified digital copy of your diploma to the application form. If you studied university in foreign, you must send a certified hard copy of your diploma to our universal legal department for recognition. More information you can find also at our faculty webpage, or please contact me and I will explain you how to proceed. The next steps, after you will be sure that you want to visit admission interview, please pay the application fee, which is 50 euro or 990 crowns. And admission interview is held in person. It's held in English, and also if you apply in Czech, you will have the admission interview also in English. This interview is before 3 members of committee and take the form of discussion about your dissertation proposal. And if you will be successfully admitted to the program, you will need to confirm your interest in studying, which you will obtain to your email and confirm online. And now, in brief, I would like to describe you some basic information about doctoral program. The study degree is PhD. You can study, as you know, in English or Czech language. English taught programs are paid. It's paid for €500 per academic year. Czech taught programs are without tuition fee. Standard duration of study is 4 academic year, but maximum is 5 years. You can choose between full-time or combined study mode. And the combined form is suitable for those who have some full-time work. And full-time study involves for your full-time study involves more workload in area of study, research, publishing, collaboration with the department, and so on. So full-time study is more convenient for those who haven't full-time job. Also, it's important to mention that full-time form of study is paid. Monthly scholarship is in this time 24,096 crowns, and combined study program is without tuition fee. Regardless of your program of your study, if you are in a full-time or combined mode, you can also obtain some extraordinary scholarship through your involvement in various activities during your studies, which can amount to tens or thousands. It depends of crowns per year. Also, I would like to mention that programs, yes, this is I said, and yes, I would like to add that after 26 of your year, you have also still status of student, and certainly you can apply for dormitory if you don't live in Prague. If you don't have a permanent address in Prague, you can also apply for dorms, which we have in Yarov, which is about 50 minutes by tram. So this is a basic information about doctoral program, which I would like to introduce. And now I would like to ask our current student, Mrs. Hanichova, if she would like to add something in the end.
For the facts, I don't think so, but maybe I will introduce myself. I am Katka, and I am in my 3rd year of the PhD studies. So basically, I have 1 year left. I am student of applied informatics, and my supervisor is here, Professor Wojciech. Yes, and maybe what motivated me to apply for a PhD study. So for me is I am curious person and I like to learn. So after my master's degree, I felt that I still don't have enough. So I want to continue deepen my knowledge. Also, I like challenges, and PhD studies is definitely challenging. And yeah, it allows you to have some freedom because you choose your own topic and your own methods how to solve your topics. So yes, if you have any questions for me, please contact me. Yeah, and that's all from me.
All right, thank you, Katarzyna. So now I stop the sharing, the presentation, and stop the recording. And now we will have a time to your questions.
Any other students? Current students? Do we have?
Are they here?
Thank you.
So I
Yes, so I would
suggest to take the floor to the students of the other study programs.
yes, so current students who are online would like to add something, please.
Yeah, hi. I can add something to my colleague. My name is Lubomír Seif. I'm a first year doctoral student. I study in the field of statistics under the Department of Statistics and Probability. And I'm really glad I joined the doctoral studies. I really like the theoretical work I did in my master's thesis, and I wanted to work more on my new novel approach. And the doctoral studies really push me to my limits and to extend my knowledge. And there is also really good, I would say, we have a really good support with my colleagues from the department and with my supervisor Ivana Mala. And I am really glad for those people that can really help me in my doctoral pursuit. And another great, I think, advantage of the doctoral studies is the faculty and the university support your work and your trips to conferences outside of the Czech Republic. So you can travel, present your ideas, make connections with other students from other universities, and expand your social network.
Thank you, Lubomír, for your experience. So now I stop the recording.